Oh my gosh, Kyle, why do you make videos in your car? Because it makes us so sick the way the camera shakes. I know, and hold on, I got something in my eye. Alright, much better. That was an unexpected start to this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my song, I Wanna Date a Weeb, and where the idea for that song came from. So as I get started with this video, I do want to say thanks to my patrons. I'm now doing 2 videos a week of live music performances. A lot of cover songs. Coming up in August, I'm going to have an original song from a different venue for each of the posts in August, so I'm looking forward to that one. So a couple months ago, I released a new album, Mask, and one of the songs on the album, one of my first hip-hop tracks I put out here on YouTube at the beginning of this year, 2022, and the song is called I Wanna Date a Weeb. And the story behind that song is kind of silly. I mean, obviously, wow, and it's at a turkey vulture. I almost forgot to mention that the acoustic version to I Wanna Date a Weeb, complete with 3-part vocal harmony, that came out on June here on YouTube and then on Spotify. I always mention Spotify, that helps me out a whole lot more than YouTube does. So at the beginning of the 21-22 school year, I was talking with a colleague about some kids that we have in our classes, and you know, when a kid really likes anime, really has the whole thing memorized, can tell you all the plot twists, all the inner thoughts and feelings of the characters, you know, those kids, you know, would probably call themselves a weeb. And I know some people might think, oh, weeb is an insult word. It's like, no, we're, you know, I hear kids at school use weeb as a term of endearment for themselves and for other people. Because it's like, hey, I'm a weeb, and then other people go, oh, you're a weeb. Well, me too. And then they have something to talk about, and then there's common ground. So where I teach, I work in multiple buildings. So after talking with that colleague, I was going from one building to another, and I just had that idea in my head, something about a weeb. And of course, as a songwriter, I usually default to some sort of love story. Now, I didn't really have that idea at first when I just had this idea using the word weeb in a song. And then it hit me. I want to date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. When those words hit my brain, my imagination was completely on fire, and I was like, okay, this is so cool. So I got ready for the song by doing some research and things, because I wanted to really fit the theme. But more importantly, as I thought about the story, I wrote the chorus first, and I really wasn't sure what type of story I wanted to tell. And as I started the verse, I realized what I was doing is going from the point of view of an outsider, looking inward. You know, it's like, hey, I have a date with somebody, I don't really know them. I don't know what they're into, you know, what their interests are, anything like that. And that idea of getting to know someone, that's always interesting to me, you know, that first moment, you know, that first impression. So in the research, I started looking at Tokyo Ghoul and Naruto and some other anime just to get some ideas for names, and also just general, you know, Weeb culture, Japanese culture, things like that. I started on the second verse, and the second verse is when the song really clicked. But up until that point, I only had the first half of the chorus written. The part with the mispronunciation, I had not included yet. Now, in the world of anime, dear YouTube, if you do not know anime, there's one surefire way to make a lot of people very angry. It's not saying anime characters' names correctly, because if you are talking to someone that knows and you don't, your ignorance is more than obvious. Trust me on that. So for the record here, I know how to say Ken Kaneki. I know when you read the word, it looks like it's spelled Kaneki, but that's what I wanted to do. And what is it from Welcome Back, Kotter? What old show had somebody Kaneki? Was it Grease? Let me know in the comments if you have any idea what I'm referencing there, because my memory just did like a weird little, you know, connecting a dot somewhere way off frame. So I nervously decided to include some mispronunciation in there to really make the point that this person is an outsider looking in, but they found love. They found someone that they like, that intrigues them, you know, makes them happy. There's some subtext going on. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to play both versions of the song so you can hear them. And yeah, if you want to go and, you know, add them to a playlist, I would more than encourage you to do that, because like I said, that really helps me out. So here we'll have the studio version and then the acoustic version. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.
you say I said she got the first line of the DM that you sent konnichiwa. I ask about your dress, thinking you're in private school. Your eyes get big, your face turns red. You said no, I'm Mio. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. Wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, oh my daddy kinkanaki. Between sips of tea, you mention Sakura. You close your eyes and smile, say Hanata Hayuga. I'm looking at the makeup, blood drips from your eyes. You look at me and say Hanata gas kimitai. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. Wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, oh my daddy kinkanaki. Wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Or maybe I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. Or kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. Your name is really Anna, but you say it's Ichika. The first line of the DM, then you sing konnichiwa. I ask about your dress, thinking you're in private school. Your eyes could be your face turns red. You said no, I'm Mio. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. Kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. Between sips of tea, you mention Sakura. You close your eyes and smile, saying Nata Hayaga. I'm looking at the makeup, blood drips from your eyes. You look at me and say Nata gas kimitai. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. Wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. You kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki. I wanna date a weeb just to see what is really so kawaii. Maybe it's just me, so yeah, I'll chill with you and have some onigiri. Kiss my cheek and say, my daddy kinkanaki.